To ask the Scottish Government what its response is to the Scottish Affairs Committee report recommendation to introduce legislation to lawfully pilot a supervised drug consumption facility in Scotland.
Minister Joe Fitzpatrick.
Scottish Affairs Committee inquiry into problem drug use in Scotland supports our view that what we face in terms of drug deaths is an emergency and that the Misuse of Drugs Act should be amended to allow a range of public health focused responses. The need for this type of service and the evidence supporting it has been further reinforced during this inquiry. These facilities can save lives, and I urge the UK Government to take the necessary steps to either support a pilot facility or devolve the powers to Scotland so that this Parliament can take these actions to save lives.
Tom Arthur.
Can I thank the Minister for that answer? He and other members of the Chamber will note that the report criticises the Tory UK Government for, and I quote, routinely ignoring evidence on what would be the most effective approach to reducing problem drug use, as well as blocking proposals to introduce drug consumption rooms in Scotland, despite witnesses saying that, and I quote, the case for such a facility in Glasgow is amongst the most compelling in Europe. Does the Minister agree with me that this is a shameful approach?
Minister.
Yes, I do. I strongly agree, and I just do not understand how the UK Government, which has recognised the benefits of these facilities, can stand in the way of saving lives. There's a strong body of evidence from a number of countries that these facilities prevent fatal overdoses and encourage engagement with services. Furthermore, a range of health professionals and experts from across the UK gave evidence to state that this is the most important thing that Glasgow could do. The UK Government's own advisory group, the ACMD, the Advisory Council on the Misuse of Drugs, supports their introduction, and in recent weeks, 2 separate UK Parliament committees have strongly recommended that these facilities should be introduced.
Tom Arthur.
Presiding Officer, there are over 20,000 people in Scotland with hepatitis C, 10,000 of whom we believe are not being diagnosed. We know that HIV still remains a public health challenge. We know that drug consumption facilities can help us tackle these public health challenges and ultimately, as the Minister said, save lives. So does the Minister agree with me that whatever government we end up with at Westminster in December, they must treat this issue with the urgency that it warrants, or better still, devolve the necessary powers to this Parliament?
Minister.
Absolutely. I absolutely call on the incoming UK Government to amend the Misuse of Drugs Act or to devolve the powers which will allow this Parliament to take a range of public health focused initiatives which will save lives. Clearly, these proposals could save lives across the United Kingdom. I think the UK Government should be taking a public health approach to drugs everywhere in the UK, but if they won't do it, then please devolve these powers so this Parliament can make these decisions.